For anybody who might be interested in maybe wanting 1 or 2 hives on their property, kind of what advice would you have for them?
Okay, so I mean, we're standing here on a lovely termite area. As you can see, you know, we're coming out of winter, not much shade cover, but usually this is nice and shady. We've got things blooming, so this is a perfect spot for a hive, I would say. And on this area you could probably have 3 or 4 hives. Mm-hmm. So you could have a small apiary if you wanted. Okay. So yeah, to think about, it's always good to have hives a bit elevated, especially if you're in an area where there's fire risk. Yeah. And something to think about if you are going to be harvesting in situ, is to have a hive at eye level. Much easier to harvest. Yeah. Then is that a bee? Okay, so we should get out of here. Let's move away a little because that's they're checking us out. Let's stand here rather. So we're standing at the back of the hive now, which is better. Less threatening to them. Less threatening. That was a scout bee coming out to just check what's happening here. And I've actually just washed my hair, so probably doesn't like the smell of the shampoo that I'm using. Okay. My advice would be to find a nice shaded location, slightly elevated if you can. Otherwise, a nice horizontal branch in a tree. Mm-hmm. Paranaries are a beekeeper's favorite tree. Really? Because they often have nice very horizontal branches. Yeah. And then, you know, if you're doing this system, you either put a hook and hang it up by wire, or you can do stands, or you can put it directly in the arm of a tree. Yeah. So the bee's flight path should be kept open. And the other thing to do prior to putting up the hive would be to slash around the area, keep it a bit open, not only because of fire, but because it's much easier than when you're going there kitted up in your bee suit to go and harvest. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I would think about that. Hive placement, make sure it's in the shade. But you know, hives can be out in the blazing sun as well, can work. In southern province at where I have some apiaries, there is a mega colony about 25 meters up on a dead tree, and you'd have to look through binoculars, but the combs are gigantic, and it's all on the easterly side, but completely exposed to all the elements, and it must be a super seeder for bee health all around there. Yeah. You know, I mean, that must give off colonies and colonies, and it's such a beautiful thing. If it's in your garden, just don't have it too close to the house. Mm-hmm. Don't have it too close to the house.
What distance would you recommend usually?
Certainly not this distance.
Yeah. This is 10, 15 meters.
But this catch box was being waxed up on the veranda here. Mm-hmm. I went for lunch, colonized. Oh wow. And then you have a problem because you can't just move the hive to where you want. Mm-hmm. It's 1 meter a day. Really? Or over 2 kilometers. Those are your options for moving a hive. So that's why if you're going to wax up your hive, keep it indoors and then move it, especially if it's swarming season. If it's not colonized, you have to rebait, have a look inside the hive, see what's going on, and then either remove it if it's not swarming season, or try another location. Yeah. And then, you know, who's going to harvest your honey?
I was going to say, there's a lot more involving than I think to most lay people who would just say, oh, put out the thing, get the bees in there and harvest honey. Exactly. There's a lot more that goes into it.
But it's also fun and it's learning. So I would definitely say if you're going to be doing it for the first time, and there are a lot of good resources on how to do it, is always harvest with a second person. Have one person smoking. All they're doing is smoking on command of whoever's harvesting. it just makes life a lot easier. You don't even need a smoker. You can make a smoker so easy. You can take a tin, just a tin can, cut it in half, perforate holes, take a little wire so that you can hold it, and then burn your material in there, and then kind of hold it where you need and blow. This is just much easier, and it's what do you say? It's just more, if you want to smoke into between frames, you can really guide your smoke. And just on materials for putting in your smoker, I found the best is dung. So when I go to a national park, I often collect elephant dung.
Yes, because that would be very fibrous in the end.
Otherwise, a good cow dung is also really good. Straw, sometimes leaves, anything that smokes well. But never ever, rubber products or plastic.
Nothing that's petroleum based.
For obvious reasons. It's fun bottling your own honey and having honey from your own little piece of land. And from 2 or 3 frames, if they're really full of honey, you can get 20 odd jars.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's a fun process. And as I think you learn every time you do it.